Hey guys, welcome back to Sean Does DIY. All right, we're gonna go ahead and continue the remodel here in my daughter's bedroom. We got all that, necessary stuff done. Not as much fun, the drywall and the paint and all that stuff. But now we're gonna start moving into the stuff I really like to do. Getting creative, getting out in the shop, just building something, seeing what we can come up with. So in this video, we're gonna go ahead and do the closet. All right, let's get started. I'm ready to get started with this closet build out. Now this is going to be a relatively simple build. It's going to have a single tower here in the middle with some drawers on the bottom, some shelves up here. It's going to have an upper and lower hanger rods on this side, a single hanger rod on this side with some shelves above them. But the first thing I need to do is I need to put the base in. So I'm going to raise it up, 3 inches or so, 3.5 inches. And then that'll match when I put the flooring in, then the molding and stuff will all match all the way around the room. I'm gonna leave this open. There's not gonna be a door here. Now this is designed for if I ever wanted to come back and put some like bifold doors or something in, could do that. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it open. We'll trim it out and then might do like a curtain or some beads or something. My daughter's, she's kind of likes that kind of stuff. So anyway, so we'll go from there. Now the first thing I wanna do is I'm gonna take some more measurements. When I originally designed everything, I hadn't really ripped all the stuff out, and I took the measurements of the existing walls and framing that was already here. And I went ahead and I drew it up in SketchUp and all that, but I just want to double check my measurements because the last thing I want to do is get out there in the shop, build it, and it doesn't fit. All right, so the first thing, like I said, I'm going to do is the base for everything to sit on, and it's just going to be 2x4 sit on in. And my original design was 3 little sections, but I think with this one, I can do just one. I'll just build one piece and then set it in there. That way I can level it if I need to and things like that. The floor's a little off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and measure the wall existing as it is now, and then just mark it on here, make sure I'm good to go. All right. That should get us going. So now I'll get out in the shop and we'll get it all put together, bring it back in and install it. Okay, I got all the measurements for the base of the closet built out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it, just using regular 2x4, put it all together, get it in there, and see if it fits. No, it should be good. All right, I'm gonna get started. All right, cool. So there's gonna be some angled pieces coming off of here, making 45, just give it a little dimension while it's in there. But before I put those on, I wanna just go double check, make sure I'm good. Now that the base is in the closet, I can go ahead and start building the drawer and shelf tower that's going to go in the middle. About a year ago, I remodeled my master closet and I did something very similar, so I'm kind of basing the same design off of that. Here's a couple pictures of that, and it worked out really good, so I think this is going to work good here. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut the pieces. I'm just going to use 3/4 inch plywood for the front, the sides, and the top, and then 1/2 inch on the back and the bottom. So I got just regular, 4x8 sheet of plywood. We're going to go ahead and cut all the pieces down, and then we'll put it together. All right, let's get started. So the whole thing's going to be about 19 inches wide. Well, it's exactly 19 inches wide and 18 inches deep. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the front and the top, and then I'll get the sides after that. All right. So I need to rip 19 inches off this piece. Normally I like to get out and just go ahead and rip it into a more manageable piece, but it's 19 inches wide. It's pretty wide. So I'm going to go ahead and do one sheet, and hopefully it works. I think it'll be all right. 19 inches. And I just realized that I don't have anything plugged in, so let me get it all plugged in and we'll get started. All right, got everything plugged in, ready to go. Go ahead and get this cut. We'll go ahead and cut one more, just like that. That'll be deal. 19 inches, perfect. All right. So the front is gonna be 30.5. And that is, 30 inches is about as wide as I can go on this thing. So I'm gonna have to use a circular saw to cut that, which is cool, no problem. We'll just set it up here. The front, and then 18 inches for top. This one we'll put back on the table saw. All right, I think we got everything. Let's double check. All right, that's the bottom, back, side, front, top. All right, good to go. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start assembling it here in just a few minutes. And yeah, it's pretty easy, simple box. The first thing, actually, I guess before I assemble it, I need to cut out the holes where the drawers are gonna go before I assemble it. That would make it easier. All right, so let me get my jigsaw and all that stuff out, and we'll get going. All right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the holes for the drawers. It's gonna have 3 drawers. Each one is gonna be almost 7.5 inches tall, and then like 17 inches wide. So go ahead and draw them out, and then I'll get them cut out. All right, cool. All right, got the front here, and clean up here. I just got to do some sanding. When I'm using the jigsaw, I always stay just a little bit off the line. Then I can come back and sand it, you know, all that good stuff. All right. All right, got the basic box built here for the drawers. You obviously got to sand it. Now, if you've watched other of my videos, you know I love using pocket holes, but for this one, because I know I'm gonna paint it, I'm just keeping it simple, just the screws. I'll come back with wood filler, fill them in, sand it, and paint it, and it'll look great. Yeah, so I haven't put the top on yet because I still need to install the door slides, or the door slides, the drawer slides, and then, so it's just easier to get in and out. And also I'm gonna paint the top probably a different color. I don't know, we'll see. So cool. All right, so I'm gonna go, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna get this sanded down and get it prepped for paint, and then go from there. And once I get the top on, then we'll get it inside and get the actual measurement for the shelf unit that's gonna go up to the ceiling in the closet. Okay, we got the box for the drawer cabinet built. So now I'm gonna go ahead and prep it for the drawer slides. When I designed it, the face here is a 1/4 inch overhang from the sides. So I need to add some strips of 1/4 inch in here so that when I put the drawer slide in, it'll open. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I got this 1/4 inch scrap. I've cut it down to fit. And then I'm just gonna glue them and then tack them in here with some brads. And then, you know, later on when I'm ready to attach the drawer slides, I'll be able to. All right. Oh, so I'm putting them about 1 inch above each of the bottoms here. That way it'll give plenty of room for the drawer slide to, you know, move or whatever. So, cool. All right, there we go. So that'll be ready for paint. But I'm gonna go ahead and build the drawers first, the drawer boxes. That way I can just paint them all at the same time. Now I'm gonna build the drawers. It's simple. Some people don't like doing drawers, but they're really not that complicated. In this build, I'm just gonna keep it nice and simple. It's a basic box, 4 sides and a bottom. I'm gonna use 1/2 inch ply for the sides, and it's a 3/16 or 1/4 inch, whatever, Luan for the bottom. I'm just gonna tack and glue them all together and then brad nail them together. It'll be strong, it'll hold. no problem. But one thing when you're doing, when you're determining the size for your box, you got to think about, your drawer slide, depending on what kind you got. Typically, they're all pretty much the same if you're doing the sides. Now, if you're doing a bottom slide, that's completely different. But drawer, for something like this, the side slides are perfect, they're easy. But you need to make your box a ½ inch, an inch smaller than your opening. You need a ½ inch on each side to accommodate for your slide. And typically, you want an 1/8 inch or so on the top and bottom to make sure you don't have any binding and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty easy. So we'll just get them built and then we'll get them installed and get everything painted and all that good stuff. All right, cool. Move this guy out of the way. Not too bad. All right, so I went ahead and took my measurements on this box, and my opening is 16 and 7/16. So my box is going to be 15 and 7/16 wide. That'll give me that ½ inch on either side, and then it's like 7 1/4 up here. So I'm gonna make my box like 7 inches. Give me that 1/8 on each side. So yeah. And then deep wise, the box is from the back to the very front is 17 1/2. I'm just gonna go ahead and make my drawers 16 inches deep. So keeps it easy, not too many crazy numbers. So yeah, just that 7/16. I'm not really sure how I did that, but whatever. It's easy enough. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the bottoms. So 16 by 15 and 7/16. Okay, there we go. Drawer pieces. Pretty easy. So now we're just gonna put them together. Oop. So, piece of cardboard. Get glue all over the tabletop here. So, let's see. I think these are the 15s, right? Looks like a 16 smaller. All right, cool. So, 15. Let's see. What did I do here? Did I do this wrong? If I didn't do it wrong. What did I do? Did I mess these up? I sure did. Dang it. Crap. Okay. I cut them both. These should be, these should be 15 and 7/16. Dummy. Or rather 16, I mean. Why did I do that? I messed up. All right, so that's the drawer front, right? No, this is the drawer front. Messed up. Dang it. Don't you hate that? Yeah, these are supposed to be 16. What am I thinking? All right, so I got to cut some more. Yeah. All right, let me just rip those real quick and we'll come back and put this together. Yeah, wasn't paying attention, got ahead of myself. All right, it happens. I got everything fixed now. I don't know what I did, I just misread the number or something, but hey, you know, it happens. All right, so now we'll put the drawers together. All right, so that looks a whole lot better. Yeah. Let's see, a couple of, let's see, yeah, that looks better. And then these will go over here, and then one there. All right, cool. All right. So I'm not gonna get too fancy. I'm not gonna get the corner jigs out and all that kind of nonsense. I am just going to glue them together, and there's my glue. And tack them, brad them together, and they'll be good to go. All right. Make sure I get the right ones though. Yep. All right, so we got the right side here. Oh, we definitely don't want that on the bottom. All right. So this will help me square up the drawer, because I know these bottoms are square. So I'll tack one here. And I'm going to put a couple extras in. All right. All right. We got a drawer. Oh, it's a mess in there. All right, let's see if it fits. Which side goes where? Let's see, these are the front, so. Beautiful. Yep, that'll work. Cool. We'll have our drawers. All right, so now we just build the rest of them, and off we go. All right, I got everything sanded and I'm ready to start painting. I'm putting the semi-gloss paint on these, on the cabinets and the shelves and the drawers and everything. The top, like I said, I think earlier, is gonna be a little bit different color. It's like a lavender color, so anyways, I think it'll look good. And then also the trim around where the drawers are gonna go will be the same color as the top. Just give a little something, something. But, all right, so just painting. So I'm gonna put one coat on and let it dry, and then come back and give it a nice sanding, put another coat on it, and we'll go from there. Cool. And I'm just gonna paint them with a brush. One of these days I'll get a sprayer, but you know, it's all good. All right, so we got the drawers built, so now it's time to install them in the cabinet. There's several ways you can do it. I know like Craig makes these like clamp things that kind of stick on there, and then you set the drawer on it while you install the slides. That's neat. That's a way you could do it as well. And most of the your drawer slides should come with some sort of instructions that give you, you know, how you can make the measurements and stuff. Any way you do it is the correct way, I guess. So, but I'm going to show you the way I do it. Now there is one thing I wish I had done before I put the cabinet all together. I wish I would have installed the inside slide part, but it's okay, no biggie. We can get it done. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, you know, take the slides apart. All right. And it doesn't really matter which side goes on which. You know, maybe some slides have a left and right or whatever, but these are exactly identical, so it doesn't really matter. So it should come with screws. You know, they're just little screws that go in there. And then in this cabinet here, the way I built it, I had to add a little 1/4-inch piece of plywood in here for the lip, so that when I put the slide on, you know, it could come out. So, yeah. I just glued and tacked it on there. So, yeah. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line this up on my inside of my cabinet here. And honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as everything is level when you're done. You know, I mean, really and honestly, you could have one slide up here if you wanted and one slide down here. As long as this part on the drawer lines up and it's level, you shouldn't have any problem. It'd be kind of weird, but you know. All right, so this is one reason I wish I had done, you know, put this part on while I was out in the shop while it was taken apart without putting the top on, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna make a mark on this first hole here. I'm gonna drill a little hole. Trying not to go all the way through the cabinet. All right, found my screwdriver, grab a screw. Oop. Let's see if I can do this left-handed. Whoop. Oh my goodness. All right. And there we go. Get it started. And usually when I'm installing drawers like this, I always just use a screwdriver, hand screwdriver, just so I don't accidentally strip out my little hole I just drilled. All right, so that's in there. Now I'm gonna take my little torpedo here and pencil, and I'm just gonna make sure it's level because I know the cabinet's level when I installed it. So, and where's my other hole back there? Oh, there it is. Okay. So make sure we're level. Good there. And just gonna make a mark there. Yep. Okay, and then a mark on this back hole. All right. See, it's easier if you had done it. If I had done it different, but you know, what are you gonna do? Well, there it is. Okay. And check it one more time before I tighten it all the way down. Yep. All right. we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Poke myself in the eyeball here. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we gotta do the drawer part. And this, I'm just gonna take my drawer. So this side is my front. This doesn't really matter. These look square, I think. Is it square? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna shove it in there. All right, and so there's a 1/4 inch clearance between, right here. So you're gonna have an 1/8 on top, 1/8 on the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna level my, oops, I forgot to put, let's put these back on. So, all right, now take the drawer. Put it in there. Okay. And you want to leave like a 1/16 or whatever your instructions say for the drawer slide to the front of the drawer. I'm just going to eyeball it, and that'll be good enough. All right, but I just want to make sure my drawer is level here. And like so, and I'm just going to draw a line on the bottom of this slide. Okay, and I'm going to do one on this side. Okay. We got that. Now, take these back out. All right. And so, because I just had it sitting here, I want to make sure I raise it up 1/8. So I'm going to bring this down 1/8. All right, so I'm just going to take my combo here and I'm going to put it on the line like so, and then I'm going to bring it down 1/8, and that'll raise the drawer up. So now I can take the slide and just line it up like that. Okay. I'm going to use the holes on here that are vertical. That way, in case I do need to adjust a little bit, I can. And I'm just going to put that one on first. Oh, darn it, I went through the whole drawer. Oh well. Okay, now, check it again. That's good right there. Back side. That's good. Just gonna drill a hole here. Drill a hole in this guy. There we go. Not the center, but all right, and same thing on the other side. Okay. All right, and now I'm gonna bring it down 1/8. Check my line. Okay, and then I'll bring it down 1/8. About there. Okay. All right, now we'll go ahead and install it. There we go. Oh.
So these have they're the self-closing ones. So whenever you hit it, it closes. So I just have to pull the drawer back out and make sure I connect these in. So other than that, that's it. It's pretty easy to install a drawer. Yeah. So now all we got to do is just get the other drawer installed, and we'll be ready to move on to the rest of the closet and get done with this part of the project. All right, cool. And then of course later on I'll come back and I'll put you know, the knobs in and then the trim around, you know, to cover up all this stuff. So yeah. All right, I think we'll wrap up this video here. So we got the base installed, we got the drawer cabinet, we got the drawers installed. In the next video, we'll go ahead and finish out the closet. So we'll build the shelf unit that's gonna go on top of this. We got some closet rods and a couple shelves on this side, closet rod and a couple shelves on this side. And that'll pretty much finish out the closet. And then we can get the floor installed and get the trim and everything, and then start working on the little desk. So yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. All right guys, well thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.
Thinking. All right, so I gotta cut some more. Yeah. All right, let me just rip those real quick and we'll come back and put this together. Yeah, wasn't paying attention, got ahead of myself. All right, it happens.